Hello Virgo, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Virgo the Victorian. Please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the video if you haven't already, and please go into the comments and leave me your location on planet Earth. I'd love to hear from you, love to know where you are. Virgo, I'm going to do a money message for you today. So let's get into the angel cards for starters. Universe, send me a message for my Virgos. Send me a message for my Virgos. So the first card is this, I forget the name, sorry, Maitreya card. This is like the female angel card. So Virgo, I think that you're really going to receive some blessings in the near future, and this is going to look like an opportunity for you to make a lot more money. And this is something I've been picking up for you for a while now. And I know that a lot of Virgos are kind of wanting to find some kind of like a magic windfall or some kind of a treasure or something like that, and you have that in your prayers and in your thoughts to get a large lump sum of money. But this is the universe opening a door for you to work at a new job or do a similar job for more money so that you can just earn something for yourself. And this is something that you've been divinely guided to do, and something that the universe is going to help you with, and the angels and God are going to help you with, because you've been through a lot in your life. And especially for a lot of Virgos, the last sort of 5 years have been really difficult, and you've been faced with a lot of challenges with the pandemic, but just with a lot of things that you've been through, Virgo. And so this is divine intervention coming in for you, and angels coming in for you to guide you into a better path. A blue-eyed angel card. So we've got this a couple times. So there's someone in your life that's going to come in and help you. And in our real life, the angels appear to us often as human beings, like someone that would help us, or someone that's in an angelic energy. They are human, but they're channeling divine energy. So this is going to be a person in your life that for a lot of my Virgos, they have blue eyes. And if they don't have blue eyes as in the color, they could have blue eyes as in sad eyes, so they have like a happy heart and they're always smiling, but their eyes are like big and emotional and sort of sad all the time. And so this blue-eyed angel person is going to help you find a different job, a different opportunity. So this could be like a hiring manager, someone that interviews you, or this could be a friend that you already know that's going to help you find something, or it could be a former co-worker who's going to reach out to you. And this person's going to see all the hard work that you've already done. So this is kind of like good karma, or reaping what you sow in a good way, because they know that you work hard, and they know that you have a lot of talents. And at some of your previous jobs, maybe you didn't get to use all your talents and abilities and aspire to everything that you wanted to do. And so this is going to be a better opportunity for you that's going to come in. Erasmus. So this is... This has to do with your subconscious mind. So Virgo, think about if you've had any strange dreams lately, or any kind of reoccurring dream that you've had. This is going to be something that now comes out in your waking life. Excuse me, losing my voice. This is going to be something that comes out in your waking life now. And it could be like a building that you've dreamt about, or a doorway or a stairway or something like that. And then when you go to this job interview or this new place, you're going to have like some kind of a deja vu. And for some Virgos, this could actually be going to court to settle something. Like you could be settling a divorce, settling money that you have with an ex, and it's going to go in your favor, and you're going to get more money than when you thought. Or for some Virgos, this could be going to the bank to borrow money, or get student loans, or get a different house or something. But yeah, when you go into this sort of some kind of a building that has to do with money, you're going to have deja vu and think, oh, this is just like the dreams that I always have. And some of the kind of people and situations will remind you of this kind of premonition that you've had in your subconscious mind. And this is a sign for you and to you that the universe is guiding you. Yeah, Ascension into light. So this is what I'm really picking up on for you, is that this is your time to shine, and your time to have a really good opportunity for yourself. So think about all the skills that you have and all the times that you've worked really hard, and this is a time where you're going to build on everything and just build yourself up to a whole new level and ascend into a different life for yourself. And you see all the gold in this card. It's going to be a really great financial opportunity for you. And for a lot of my Virgos, you've been really worried about debt, and especially a debt that goes back for years. So this could have to do with like student loans or something like that. Or for some of my Virgos, you could have been through a really bad divorce, and this particular person that you split from, they maxed out cards and you had to pay the cards or something of that nature. But there's some kind of a really bad debt that's followed you. And it could even go back to your childhood and your youth where you could have grown up and not had enough money and been worried about money, and you knew that your parents were worried about money and that kind of thing. And this is a time in your life where you're going to finally break out of that timeline and break out of that cycle, because you've been stuck in the cycle for such a long time. So this new opportunity that's coming in for you is going to open a door to pay off anything that you haven't been able to pay. So Luna, this is a card of illumination. This means that an answer is going to come to you soon, and it's kind of like a light being shone on something. It's the moon card. We just had the full moon, and so this should be happening right away. You're going to get news about something, and it's going to give you like a new hope too for your life, and you're going to feel like a new hopefulness and a new light kind of shining on you, and shining away, dispelling the darkness and taking away sadness for you, but just bringing you clarification and news where you had unknown questions and unknown factors before. Last card from this deck is the guidance card. So Virgo, this is like what I'm picking up on, is that you're really being guided by the angels right now because of all your good karma and all your hard work. You're being put on a certain path and guided into a better situation for yourself. And you can see this is kind of like this energy of like going up an ascension too. So you're kind of being pulled up by the angels, ancestors, however you identify, whatever you believe in, and that this is going to bring you up to a whole other level. And this is also because you've been tested by the universe and you keep passing the test. So this could be difficult situations at your job. Or even this could be like fighting at your job where other people have tried to fight with you, but you've chosen not to fight with people, and you've really chosen to take the high road and be a good person, and not engage in petty bickering or gossip or anything like that. And you're the person that has your head down, just working. And for this reason, you're going to get rewarded. It's like the universe recognizing your good energy. I'm going to use the other deck now. Universe, send me a message for my Virgos. Send me a message for my Virgos. Ooh, enlightenment cards. So this is about becoming your higher self and really elevating your mental skills and your intellectual abilities. So remember that lots of times we want God to gift us something, but the greatest gift that you have is your intelligence and your talents. So make sure this is going to give you the opportunity to maximize everything that you have and bring everything to the table and kind of like be a powerhouse in your own life and just really ascend your energy. And Virgo, this has a lot to do with letting go of past negativity and things that have clouded your mind, because as you know, if you're stuck in the past in your own head and thinking about things that happened and whatever, and replaying situations, then you're not going to be able to use your mind and your imagination to the fullest ability, right? Because your mind is kind of like a garden where you're always growing things and watering things. So you have been able to let go of the past and of some of your trauma. And for some of my Virgos, it's childhood trauma. And for some of my Virgos, it's even like intergenerational trauma that was passed down to you from other people, and you've carried a lot of baggage with you that you didn't deserve, and a lot of sort of heaviness on your heart, and you've been able to let a lot of this go, or at least be in control of yourself. And you can see how she's really focused, and then her mind is kind of expanding, because your true intelligence is almost like a superpower if you can channel it and discipline yourself. And you have been doing this, and this is kind of like showing on your resume and showing on your life's path all the different steps that you've been taking and all the different sort of journeys that you've been on to now be in a place where you can maximize your skills and have like an ascension and into this the full usage of your intellect. And this is going to show itself as a financial opportunity, because sometimes you do use your full mind and you do maximize yourself, but you're spending money like school, right? So you're giving everything that you have, and people are telling you you're such a smart person and whatever, but you're actually paying to be there. So this is going to bring you into this this time of abundance in your life. So this is like the physical pain card. So Virgo, what I'm picking up on is that there's probably someone in your family, and it could be you, that's had some kind of physical problem that you weren't able to deal with because you just couldn't afford it, or you didn't have the proper benefits or something like that, or you didn't have access to the right person. So this could be you if you needed to see a chiropractor or something like that, or you maybe have thought about alternative medicine like acupuncture or something, or this could be for a lot of Virgos. This is one of your kids that needs braces, or they could need some kind of a surgery or something like that. I'm really picking up like something with the mouth for kids. So if not braces, some kind of like it could be surgery on the mouth. It could be like a cleft palate thing or something. And this is going to give you, this new opportunity is going to have really good benefits and really good health care so that you can really take care of yourself and your family and take care of your physical being. And then this will lift this kind of worry out of your mind. Yeah, sadness and anger. So you've experienced some like heavy heart feelings, some sadness about just kind of being stuck in a situation. Or for a lot of Virgos, you could have been applying for so many jobs and you have not heard anything. Or you feel like there's nothing that's really suited to you. And sometimes this could be just falling backwards into old memories, and you could think about all the workplaces that you've worked in, and you may feel burned out and feel like you want to retire even though you're not retirement age, and then that could make you feel a bit bitter, right? And you could think like, I don't even know if I'll ever retire or something like that. And there's something about work and your path of your career that's had you feeling kind of sad and angry. Um, let's see what card we get. Yeah, solution to the problem. So you can see that this timeline in your life, so the next like month or so, you're going to be lifted out of this because there's going to be some kind of a really good solution that comes in for you. And you can see the pictures, the guy like kind of, he was in darkness and now he's going into the light and the sun's kind of shining on his face. So think of that feeling of if you've been really cold or in the dark and then you step out and that sun's shining on you. That's what the feeling is going to be. And you're going to be lifted out of this sadness and anger, and it's going to be a time in your life where you can really leave the past behind and break cycles and break, repetitive patterns. But at the same time, so you're going to really maximize a feeling of a new start with a lot of experience that you have. And so you're going to be feeling kind of old and young at the same time, if that makes sense, and really feeling like in your prime of life where you're combining all these factors and accepting this really kind of beautiful energy into your life. Yeah, look at this, planning destiny. So this has a bride on here, but this is kind of like I don't want to say corporate bride, but this is kind of like something that's really destined for you and something that's meant to be as a long-term stable solution for you. So this is a job or a corporation that's going to be a super positive influence in your life. And this is something that's in your destiny. And again, you see the moon on this card, like, so this has to do with the full moon also. So this is bringing in this change for you. Asking and telling. So this is a conversation that's going to come up for you where you're going to get information about your career and your money. And you're going to know the right answers and give the right answers. And if this is a job interview, they're going to tell you, you really stole the show. You did such a great job. Or this could be meeting with someone that's going to guide you in a certain direction with your career. You could be meeting with a counselor for going back to school, or a career counselor. Or for some Virgos, this could be a really good therapist that's going to help you figure out what you really want to do and what your life's purpose is. But for most of my Virgos, this is just like a job opportunity where you're really going to ace the interview, and you're going to go in there and actually almost impress yourself and hear yourself talking about your experiences and be like, I never think about my whole career as one story, or I never think about all my experiences as one story. But when I talk about it, I realize everything that I've done and everything that I've accomplished and all of my skills. And maybe sometimes when you're going through jobs, you kind of put yourself down and minimize your job or degrade your job in your own mind and think, oh, it's nothing. It's kind of like dead end. Or you may compare yourself to other people and think, I'm not like this person, I'm not like that person. But this is going to be a time where you have this conversation with a corporation, and then you're going to really give yourself credit for everything that you have accomplished, and you're going to give yourself credit for the worth that you have, because you are extremely valuable and talented, right? So you're going to see your own worth and communicate your worth to others. True self, pseudo self. So this is you balancing like your conscious mind with your unconscious mind. And Virgo, I think you're unconscious mind has been restless and you've been having some really vivid dreams, and a lot of Virgos are thinking about the past a lot and thinking about patterns, or you may replay sort of negative memories in your mind. It could be childhood memories, it could be just bad work memories of thinking about you try so hard, and maybe you've been in a situation where you went into a workplace and you were sort of like really nice, really positive, and really wanted to work hard, and it seemed like some people are just there to cause disruption, or they're just there to fight with you, or they're just there to almost destroy you. And you think, why does it have to be this way? Like, I just came here to work, I just came here to maximize my skills, and this person just automatically sees me and wants to fight with me. And then this new opportunity that you're going to go into is going to be a really positive environment for you, and there's going to be, better people around you. And so you're going to be able to heal some of these wounds from past experiences that you've had. And also making the most money. This is going to be the most money you've ever made. And that just is very healing in a lot of ways. And it's just going to elevate you. And so you'll be able to kind of silence your inner critic in a lot of ways, and, be in your conscious mind and live in your conscious life instead of feeling like your dream life is always pulling on you. If you've had that feeling of kind of like depressive thoughts, intrusive thoughts, or you feel like you have unresolved sort of conversations or something, this is going to be such a good experience that it's going to become one of your core identity experiences in a positive way, and pull you into the present and pull you into your current life in a really positive way, and really imprint on you, and become something that you can raise the bar in your own life and set a standard in your own life and tell people, this is what I'm doing, and be really proud of what you're doing. Advice, listen. So this is kind of like a mentor card. So Virgo, for a lot of you, you're going to be going into a situation where you will have a mentor sort of for this position or for this path that you're on. A lot of Virgos, you have a lot of skills, so you don't necessarily need someone to mentor you in your skills or in your career. But there's going to be a person there that kind of almost mirrors you in a way, and they may be almost like an older version of you. And they may say that to you, and then they're going to help guide you in and be really kind to you and really listen to you and give you a lot of advice for that particular situation or particular job. So this doesn't have to be a boss. It could be kind of like a work buddy, a coworker, whatever. But for a lot of Virgos, it is a boss who's really going to value you and see you as a star and really help you out. So this is about escapism. This card, this is about you doing things for yourself. So hopefully you'll be able to go and like take a yoga class or go to therapy or do things for yourself that you've been wanting to do. Maybe go to the spa, maybe just buy yourself things. And for some Virgos, it could just be spending money on your family. And if you've been living on a really tight budget, you've been worried about things, you're going to have this kind of escape feeling, like you're escaping that other life where money's always so tight, or you're always juggling or whatever, you're always kind of falling behind. So you're going to have this feeling of going into an escapist energy. But for a lot of you, you'll be able to treat yourself to something, treat yourself to some luxury stuff, and you may be going downtown. Like you can see the card has a tower on it. You may be going out and about downtown and experiencing kind of the downtown culture of your city, and just enjoying your life and kind of living your best life. Loneliness connection. So this card represents talking to people online and some kind of airway communication, like email or text or whatever. So this door is going to open for you via, an email or a text or some kind of a message that comes through the computer for most of my Virgos. So because that's how people look for work anyway, right? So this is going to be you. You can see it's kind of like two worlds in one, or two worlds kind of transposed over each other. And that's kind of be the vibe where you're going to be doing your regular thing, like living your life, and then you're going to check your phone and you're going to get this message from someone who wants to offer you this opportunity. Yeah, gratitude indulgence. So you're really going to have the opportunity to do things for yourself, and they're going to do nice things for you too. This is going to be a workplace that talks to you about work-life balance and talks to you about wanting to retain people, and they like to do things for their staff and they like to do things for their people. So you're going to get to go for lunches or have things given to you, and they're going to be really grateful to you. generosity. So Virgo, this is going to put you in your generous headspace, which you always are, and you're always a giver and you're always taking care of other people. But this is going to give you the means to really do things for your family, and especially Virgos that are parents. You'll be able to really give the things to your kids that you want to give. And Virgo, if you've been really worried about just basic stuff for your kids, like a lot of Virgos are kind of, you're worried about like paying for school fees, bus fees, whatever, and just the normal basic stuff. And this means you can like pay that flat out plus have extra money to do fun stuff. So this is going to be like such a good time for you, and you're going to be really proud of this. And this is going to be a time that your kids remember that you spoiled them and took care of them. And even if you have adult kids, you will still have this opportunity. Vulnerability and empath. So this is going to be such a time in your life where you feel like you're able to open up again and be your true self and be more vulnerable, because you may have been feeling like you had to be just super guarded against everything, and you may have felt like you had to almost shut down or push people back. And then Virgo, for a lot of you may feel like you got punished for being an empathetic person or too nice or too kind, and then you may look back on your life and think, was I just too nice? And that's really, not a good space to be in, because you should be celebrated for being a kind heart, and you should be celebrated for being an empathetic person, because the world really lacks kindness, empathy, and goodness, right? So if you're bringing that to the table, it should be recognized. And this is going to give you this better opportunity, or this better position where you feel like you can be your softer self, your kinder self, your happier self, your more open self, and you don't have to be so guarded, and you don't have to be kind of tough all the time, right? Because a lot of times we feel like we have to be really strong and almost wearing a suit of armor, and this is going to give you the opportunity to like take off the suit of armor and open up your heart to new experiences. And then this is going to be really healing for you. Boundaries and respect. So I think this is going to be a time in your life where you feel respected and loved and valued by work and home. So this is going to be a really good time for you when you can really blossom. And if you can see the card, there's kind of like this image of trees in her mind. And this is going to be like a blossoming time where you feel like you're coming into your higher self, your most intellectual self, but also that other people are just valuing you and respecting you and seeing you as who you are. This is the fear and anxiety, but it came out upside down. So yeah, this is the energy that I've been picking up on, is that you're going to let go of past fears, past anxieties, and pain and misery that you've carried around for a long time. And a lot of times this anxiety was rooted in like real stuff that happened, especially with the pandemic. You've probably been through a lot, and a lot of Virgos were losing jobs. Some people, you may have been very worried about your kids at school. You could have been worried about everything, right? Your own health. And this time in your life is going to pull you out of that, and then you'll be letting go of this feeling of fear and anxiety. Yeah, again, this is kind of a similar message again. It's the upside down grudge card. So this way it's grudge and wanting an apology, and it's upside down. So Virgo, you're just going to let go of old kind of grudges that you had, or if there's someone in your life where you think that person really owes me an apology, this time in your life is kind of like the universe giving you, that apology on the person's behalf through blessings and through happiness. And God is kind of feeling sorry for you here. The angels are kind of feeling sorry for you, and they're going to gift you a new life with happiness and abundance, so you can let go of this grudge energy. Oh yeah, so passion and purpose. So this is like such a really great career card, because you're really going to feel like you're hitting your stride, and you're really going to feel like you're in the right place at the right time. And I can kind of hear someone saying like, when I got here, I felt like I was in heaven, but joking around. But this is what you're going to feel like when you go into this role or into this space of the office. So there's something about the space that's really beautiful. And like I said, it's going to give you a deja vu. And then you're really going to feel like you're finding a purpose for your life. And you're really going to feel like you're, right in the right place at the right time. And everything's kind of lining up for you, because this is what divine intervention feels like. Okay, Virgo, that's the message that I have for you. I'm sending you love, light, peace, and clarity. Love you just the way you are. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, Virgo.